Are Jungkook and Jimin secretly rewriting the entire definition of a couple look? Or is this just the beginning of something far bigger than fashion? Could it really be true that just 10 minutes ago, Jungkook and Jimin of BTS landed at Incheon International Airport wearing perfectly matched outfits that made ARMY's hearts explode with emotion? Why did they choose to appear in public this way now, after weeks of silence and speculation about their next steps? Is this the confirmation that fans have been waiting for? That their bond, their chemistry, their unspoken connection is stronger than ever? Or is this the first breadcrumb of a new project, a hidden collaboration, a secret announcement lurking just beyond the cameras? These are the questions that lit up social media the moment pictures of their arrival began spreading like wildfire, and ARMY everywhere cannot stop asking. Why now? Why together? Why in matching outfits that scream intimacy, unity, and perhaps even romance? If you are here, if you are reading this moment and wondering the same things, then stay with us. Comment your theories below, hit that like button if you feel the same rush of excitement, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another heartbeat of this unfolding story. Because what happened today is not just a casual airport sighting. It is a phenomenon, a declaration, a shockwave sent directly to the millions of hearts that beat in rhythm with BTS. 10 minutes ago, at the gates of Incheon International Airport, the air was electric. Fans who had been waiting for hours suddenly erupted in screams as Jungkook and Jimin appeared side by side. But this was no ordinary appearance. They were not just walking together, they were walking in sync, dressed in what could only be described as a couple look, clothing so perfectly aligned in color, style, and energy that no one could deny the deliberate statement behind it. Was this simply fashion? Or was it a coded message for the world to decode? The cameras flashed, the fans cried, and ARMY instantly flooded social media with posts, hashtags, and theories that will not sleep for days. Imagine it. Jungkook, the golden magne, stepping out with his confident stride, wearing an outfit that mirrored Jimin's, the angelic yet powerful dancer whose every move captures hearts. Together, their silhouettes formed a vision of harmony, a pairing so precise it felt like a dream scripted by destiny itself. Was it planned by their stylists, or did Jungkook and Jimin themselves decide to gift ARMY this breathtaking moment? The tension between coincidence and intention has never been sharper, and it is this tension that keeps fans awake at night, searching for meaning in every detail. But why now? Why today? Why after so many weeks of speculation about BTS's next moves, about solo projects, about fashion collaborations and hidden rehearsals, do Jungkook and Jimin suddenly appear at the heart of Korea's busiest airport, dressed like a duo whose connection cannot be ignored? Could this be linked to Paris Fashion Week, where they both stunned the world in gold Dior outfits? Could this be the Korean chapter of a global story that is only just beginning? Or is it something even more personal? A declaration of closeness that transcends professional appearances and enters the realm of raw emotion? The reactions were instant and overwhelming. Fans screamed that they were Kasmarin, a word that captures the dizzying feeling of falling deeply in love, because how else can you describe the sight of Jungkook and Jimin together like this? The videos circulating online show ARMY crying, smiling, even trembling at the sight of their favorite duo walking in rhythm. Their clothes aligned as if sewn from the same thread of destiny. It was more than an arrival, it was a revelation, a carefully timed gift that nobody saw coming, and yet everyone had been secretly hoping for. And now, the world is left with questions that refuse to fade. Did Jungkook and Jimin intend to spark this storm? Or was it a spontaneous decision that turned into a worldwide sensation? Are they hinting at a joint project, a duet, a fashion campaign, or perhaps even something tied to BTS's long-awaited reunion? Are we witnessing the early stages of a story that will dominate the headlines for weeks? Or was this single moment powerful enough to leave a permanent mark in ARMY's collective memory? As the hours pass, fans replay the footage, zoom in on every detail, analyze the colors of their outfits, the way their eyes glanced at each other, the slight curve of their smiles. Each detail becomes a clue, a breadcrumb leading to the next chapter of a mystery only Jungkook and Jimin can answer. And yet, the beauty of this moment is not in the answers, but in the questions. Questions that ignite passion, curiosity, and the kind of emotional chaos that only BTS can create. So here we are, just 10 minutes after the world shifted again because of two men who understand the language of style, connection, and surprise better than anyone. Jungkook and Jimin did not need words to speak today. Their outfits, their steps, their presence said everything. An army listened, not with their ears, but with their hearts. Are you ready to keep asking the questions with us? Are you ready to dive deeper into every clue, every moment, every heartbeat of this story? If so, leave your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what you believe this moment means. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you are here when the next shockwave hits. Because with Jungkook and Jimin, nothing is ever accidental, nothing is ever small, and everything is always larger than life. But let us return to that moment, that breathtaking flash in time at Incheon International Airport. 10 minutes may seem like nothing in the grand scheme of life, but for ARMY, those 10 minutes became eternal. The second Jungkook and Jimin stepped through the arrival gates, the airport transformed into something else entirely. It was no longer just a hub for travelers, it became a stage, a runway, a temple of devotion where two global icons sent shockwaves through the crowd with nothing more than their presence and their chosen attire. Reporters scrambled for angles. Photographers nearly dropped their cameras as the shutters fired without pause. And fans who had been waiting in anticipation realized instantly that this was no ordinary sighting. Why? Because BTS members have appeared at Incheon countless times before. They have greeted fans, they have rushed past cameras, they have smiled, waved, and disappeared into black vans that carried them to their next destinations. But this time was different. This time, the aura, the atmosphere, the energy, it was charged with something unexplainable. The couple look. Two words that hold so much weight in Korean pop culture. Two words that instantly trigger speculation, emotion, and a storm of curiosity. When idols appear in matching outfits, whether intentional or coincidental, the media and fans alike explode with theories. And yet, when it comes to Jungkook and Jimin, nothing ever feels accidental. The crisp, synchronized tones of their outfits today did not feel like a coincidence. They felt like a statement. Jungkook was clad in a sleek ensemble that radiated quiet confidence, his silhouette outlined by tailored lines that gave off an air of effortless charm. Jimin, on the other hand, balanced Jungkook's look with a softer yet equally striking outfit that echoed the same palette, the same vibe, the same energy. Side by side, they looked like the embodiment of harmony, yin and yang walking together, two different souls expressing one shared aesthetic. Could this be mere styling? Or was it a carefully curated choice to communicate unity? The fans screamed in disbelief, clutching their phones as they captured every frame of this unexpected duet. Couple look. Couple look. Voices shouted in Korean, in English, in every language spoken by the international army gathered there. And on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, the hashtags began to surge. Within minutes, Jungkook and Jimin Incheon couple look trended worldwide. Millions of fans who were not even at the airport began analyzing screenshots, side-by-side comparisons, zoomed-in fabrics, accessories, and shoes, trying to piece together the meaning behind the moment. But let us ask again, why now? Why today? Jungkook has recently been seen aligning with global fashion houses, from Calvin Klein to Dior, sending waves through the fashion industry. Jimin too has cemented his position as a Dior ambassador, his Paris Fashion Week appearances sparking countless headlines. So is this airport arrival more than just a travel update? Is it a subtle collaboration reveal? Could Jungkook and Jimin be preparing to launch a joint campaign, perhaps blending their global influence into one unstoppable fashion statement? Or is this a signal of BTS's reunion drawing closer, with hints dropping not in press releases, but in visual codes that only ARMY can decipher? The speculation does not stop there. Some fans believe this was a romantic gesture, a secret yet public display of affection between two souls whose bond has always been the subject of fan theories and endless discussions. Others argue that this is a calculated move by HYB, designed to stir conversation, ignite curiosity, and keep BTS at the center of the cultural conversation. After all, when Jungkook and Jimin appear together, the world pays attention. And today, the world is not just paying attention. They are captivated, entranced, unable to look away. But imagine being there in person. The rush of adrenaline as the automatic doors slid open, revealing two figures whose mere silhouettes triggered screams. The sea of light sticks waving in the air, the banners declaring love. The sound of sobbing